There are moments when words spoken in the heat of emotion leave us with regret, and sometimes silence truly speaks louder than words. In Buddhism, silence isn't just an absence of sound, it's a conscious choice, a space where wisdom can flourish. Knowing when to speak and when to remain silent can transform your life, prevent conflicts, and bring deep inner peace. Today, we'll explore 5 situations where silence is considered the best response according to Buddhist teachings, and we'll wrap up with 2 extra lessons on how silence fosters spiritual growth. If this resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more reflections like these. Now, take a deep breath and join me on this journey. 1. When words can do more harm than good. Imagine someone says something offensive to you. Your first instinct might be to respond in kind, defending yourself or attacking back. But would that really solve the problem? In Buddhism, there is a fundamental principle: speech should be truthful, useful, and compassionate. If what we are about to say does not meet these criteria, then silence might be the best option. A disciple once asked Buddha, "Master, how can I know whether to speak or remain silent?" Buddha replied, "If your words are like fragrant flowers, spreading kindness and understanding, speak. If they are like thorns, capable of wounding unnecessarily, remain silent." Often, we react impulsively and later regret it. Silence gives us time to reflect and avoid words that could harm others or ourselves. It protects us from the weight of regret and preserves harmony around us. Next time you feel the urge to respond to something negative, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, will my words bring peace or conflict? If they won't bring peace, silence might be the best choice. 2. When the other person is overcome with anger. Have you ever tried reasoning with someone in a fit of rage? How did that go? In the heat of anger, the mind shuts down. Anything said in that state is likely to be misunderstood and turn a small conflict into an endless battle. Silence, in this case, is not weakness, it is wisdom. Buddha taught that anger is like a burning coal we hold, intending to throw at someone else. We are the ones who get burned first. If someone is consumed by anger, any response from you might fuel that fire. But silence, it can diffuse the situation. Once a man insulted Buddha with harsh words. Instead of reacting, the master simply looked at him and asked, "If someone offers you a gift, but you refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man answered, "To the one who tried to give it." Buddha smiled and said, "The same is true for anger. I do not accept your gift." Silence can be the key to breaking a cycle of aggression. It gives us space to breathe and allows the other person to eventually recognize their own emotional outburst. Next time someone gets angry with you, try silence. Breathe and observe. Often, anger dissolves on its own when it finds no resistance. 3. When you lack enough knowledge to speak. Have you ever been in a conversation where everyone seemed to have strong opinions, but you weren't sure what to say? In such moments, many people speak just to appear knowledgeable, but in Buddhism, true wisdom comes from recognizing the limits of our knowledge. One of Buddha's most profound teachings was, cling to the truth, not to your ego. This means that if we don't know something clearly, the best course of action is silence. Speaking without knowledge can spread misinformation, fuel meaningless debates, and even harm those who trust our words. There is an old story about a young monk who, eager to appear wise, gave wrong advice to a farmer. The farmer followed his words and suffered great losses. When the monk's master found out, he simply said, "If you had remained silent, you would have taught more than by speaking." Silence can be a sign of humility and learning. It gives us time to listen, reflect, and seek the truth before speaking. Next time you feel the urge to share an opinion on something you don't fully understand, pause and ask yourself, what do I truly know about this? If the answer is little or nothing, allow yourself to learn before speaking. 4. Silence as a tool for self-discovery. We live in a world filled with noise, conversations, notifications, opinions everywhere. But amidst so much external sound, can we truly hear ourselves? Silence is not just the absence of words. It is a space where we can observe ourselves, understand our fears, desires, and deepest emotions. In Buddhism, the practice of silence is essential for self-awareness. A disciple once asked a Zen master, "Master, how can I find answers to my doubts?" The master took a glass full of water and began shaking it vigorously. The water became cloudy. Then he stopped and waited. Little by little, the sediment settled and the water became clear. "This is your mind," said the master. "If you never allow stillness, you will never see with clarity." In silence, we discover who we truly are. It helps us make wiser decisions and live with greater purpose. Set aside a few minutes each day to be in complete silence without distractions. Simply observe your thoughts without judging them. Over time, you will begin to see your mind with greater clarity. 5. Silence as a spiritual practice. Silence is not just a tool for avoiding conflicts or preserving energy. It is a gateway to something greater. In Buddhism, silence is considered one of the paths to enlightenment. Buddha once said, "Silence is the language of truth." Monks spend hours, days, or even years in silent retreat because they understand that when external noise fades, we hear something deeper, the essence of our own existence. Silence connects us to the present moment. Without distractions, we notice our breath, our heartbeat, and the flow of life around us. And in this state of presence, we find peace. Incorporate moments of conscious silence throughout your day. It could be while drinking tea, walking without headphones, or simply closing your eyes for a moment. See how silence can become a refuge within you. We live in a world filled with noise, conversations, notifications, opinions coming from every direction. But amidst all this external sound, can we truly hear ourselves? Silence is not just the absence of words. It is a space where we can observe ourselves, understand our fears, desires, and deepest emotions. In Buddhism, the practice of silence is essential for self-discovery. One day, a disciple asked a Zen master, "Master, How can I find answers to my doubts? The master picked up a glass full of water and began stirring it rapidly. The water became murky. Then he stopped and waited. Slowly, the dirt settled and the water became clear. "This is your mind," said the master. "If you never allow it to be still, you will never see clearly." In silence, we discover who we truly are. It helps us make wiser decisions and live with greater purpose. Take a few minutes each day to sit in complete silence, free from distractions. Simply observe your thoughts without judging them. Over time, you will begin to see your mind with greater clarity. Silence is not just a tool to avoid conflict or conserve energy. It is a gateway to something greater. In Buddhism, silence is considered one of the paths to enlightenment. Buddha once said, "Silence is the language of truth." Monks spend hours, days, or even years in silent retreat because they understand that when external noise fades away, we can hear something deeper, the essence of our own existence. Silence connects us to the present moment. Without distractions, we become aware of our breath, our heartbeat, and the flow of life around us. And in this state of presence, we find peace. Incorporate mindful moments of silence into your day. It could be while drinking tea, walking without headphones, or simply closing your eyes for a moment. Notice how silence can become a refuge within you. Silence is not weakness, nor is it emptiness. It is presence, strength, and wisdom. Today, we explored 5 moments when silence is the best response, when words may cause harm, when someone is angry, when we lack enough knowledge, when a conversation has no real purpose, and when our peace is more valuable than being right. We also saw how silence can be a path to self-discovery and spirituality. In the rush of daily life, we may forget the power of this space between words. But now you know, in certain situations, silence is not empty, it is full of meaning. Final practice. Tonight, before going to bed, take 1 minute for absolute silence. Just breathe and feel this space within you. If this video added value to your life, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your journey toward inner peace is just beginning. Thank you for being here. See you next time.